All right, guys, welcome to my top 10 foods to eat when you're cutting. I've cut 112 pounds from 330 and now I'm 218. Still working on getting down to 185. However, I have 10 foods that I like to eat a lot. Now, there isn't like any sort of 10 best foods for anybody. Everybody's preferences are going to be different. So just because like you see the foods that I like to eat doesn't necessarily mean that those are the only foods you can or they're the best. Basically, you want foods that are like voluminous. They have a lot of like volume area. You want foods that are big that don't have a lot of calories. So stuff like spinach, for example, which is going to be on this list. But you want you want foods like that that'll sort of satiate you and stretch your stomach while not being a lot of calories. That way you can feel full and not eat too much. So again, these are my 10 picks. These are things that I like. I'll have some honorable mentions that I'll talk about in a little bit and why they weren't included, but they're still good. And even though this is like a top 10, these are the 10 best, I guess you could say, because like I can't really order them from 10 to 1. They're all different and have their own niches. So the first one on this list that I think is awesome is, and I only have the container here because I just cooked it, but if you guys find extra lean ground chicken, extra lean ground beef is good too, but extra lean ground chicken is insane. So this thing has 140 calories per serving with 20 grams of protein and 7 grams of fat. So it's pretty good, right? It's like a protein bar with less calories and no carbs, obviously. Also, with the whole no carb thing, doesn't matter. Don't think you have to go on keto or anything to lose weight. You definitely don't. For a lot of people, it's not sustainable. For those that it is sustainable for, great. Most people, it's not. I don't recommend it personally. I've done it. I just yo-yoed back up last time I did it. Anyways, number 2, and I already mentioned it, is spinach. I like to freeze my spinach and then just microwave it and like heat it up and then eat it with like eggs or just whatever I'm mixing it into, whether it be the ground chicken to make like a chili or something. Another thing I forgot to mention is I like foods that are very convenient and easy to do. If you have to make like a 5-course meal in order to follow your diet, or you need an hour of prep time, those days where things don't go exactly as planned, you're gonna just get takeout because you don't have time to make the things in your house. So try to have convenient foods, things that you can just heat up. You know, if you don't like meal prepping, some people don't like doing that. I don't really meal prep either. Like I kind of do. Like I'll cook a bunch of the ground beef, but then I'll like just have it like put away and then like heat it up or defrost it throughout the week. But like if you don't want to have to like fully prep the meals in separate Tupperwares and stuff like that, like I don't do that. Just have things that are convenient for you to make. The next up on my list is eggs are good too, but egg whites are especially good. So what I'll do is I'll have like 1 egg and then add like 300 to 400 grams of egg whites. Per 100 grams of egg whites, it's only 45 calories and you're getting 10 grams of protein. So it's pretty good. And like 400 grams of egg white is a lot. Like when you pour it in the pot, it's like a pool. So it's a lot of voluminous food that you can sort of get in. And and then you mix it with the egg for the good fats and all that stuff. Next up, this is a convenience thing. I like to get these flakes of turkey or flakes of chicken for days that I didn't have time or I'm not going to be home because I commute 3 hours a day. So sometimes there's like a snowstorm or something. I'll keep a couple of these in my bag just in case. Per can, a serving size is 1/3 of a can, which is ridiculous. But per can for a normal human being, it's going to be 270 calories. It doesn't even say on here. I kind of memorized it. It's 270 calories, and it's a crap ton of protein. I can't remember how much it is, but it's a decent amount. Yeah, so this is good for like convenience. Even the cans have this thing, so you can just pop it and eat it. Recommend it if you need time or whatever. Also, if you're gonna get cheese, right? Cheese obviously is high calories. Like, don't have a ton of it. But if you are someone that like you need cheese with your eggs, or you like to put a little bit of cheese on stuff, mozzarella is pretty good. 80 calories per 30 grams, 8 grams of protein. Not bad. The best cheese I can think of that's easily available. I get the shredded stuff, so I can just. Right, but if you want to get a block, that's fine too. Cottage cheese is really freaking good. I mix this with everything. 100 grams per 100 calories per 125 grams. So you can eat a crap ton of this. And it's 14 grams of protein. So like My wife thinks this is gross, but I like it. I'll take like, so let's say I have like rotisserie chicken, which is one of them on this list. I don't have a rotisserie chicken right now to show you, but let's say I take rotisserie chicken and I'll like mix it with some other things, and I'll just mix the whole thing with cottage cheese. I think it tastes good. Cottage cheese is really freaking good. Then I'll squirt some hot sauce on it. Popcorn. Popcorn's really good if you have an air whatever popcorn machine. Literally, it's a lot of fiber and decent enough protein, and then it's a lot of good carbs. So it's 190 calories per serving, and then you're gonna get 50 grams of kernels, which is a ton of popcorn, by the way. You're gonna get 6 grams of protein, 39 grams of carbs, and 7 grams of fiber, which you're gonna want to have a lot of fiber if you want to stay full and if you want to poop. I also have on this list, let's see, I know I have one more. Oh, there's a couple that I didn't bring with me because I don't have them. So salmon's really, really good. Salmon's got a ton of good fats, omega-3s, whatever good stuff, all right? That's all you need to know. Tons of protein and keeps you full. And then for the last one, I have, so I already said rotisserie chicken. And the final one is, this is just an aid to help you. If you have a sweet tooth and you really, really need to get something in that like isn't that isn't conducive to weight loss, like you can always drink some diet pop. A lot of people are like scared of artificial sweeteners. There's no evidence to prove that they do anything to what people are saying. Like they're way healthier than regular pop. They have not been proven to cause cancer or anything. They're literally in the same. I can't remember the classes, but they're in the class that's like may do something. And then like the things that are in like the class that definitely do something are like alcohol, going out in the sun, and all these other things. So you're fine if you have like a diet pop here and there, if it's going to stop you from eating a Twinkie or something. And then other than that, I do have some honorable mentions. Like fresh fruit's obviously good. I don't like fruit that much, but like strawberries, blackberries, good carbs. It's got a lot of fiber, stuff like that. Greek yogurt's really good. I'm not a huge yogurt person. Brown rice is really good as well. I eat a decent amount of that. And then I mentioned this earlier, but I love Sriracha and like hot sauce. Now keep in mind, it does say 0 calories, but the nutrition labels actually round down. So it says 0 calories per 5 milliliters. It's probably like 3 or 4 calories per that. And then they just round down to 0. I believe they're allowed to round to the nearest 0. So keep that in mind. So you don't just eat the whole friggin' bottle, which you won't. Like you can squirt a lot of it on your meals and you won't see much of an issue. But yeah, those are some of the foods that I like to eat on a cut, I guess you could call this. Like I've been gaining muscle and losing weight for the past year. And again, I've lost 112 pounds. This is what works for me, but again, it's not necessarily what works for everyone. But if you do want some more like tips and stuff about what I eat and how I prepare some of my meals and whatnot, let me know in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe. I'll see you guys later. Bye.